Hello everybody and welcome back to Rock Talk. I'm Greg Dog and today we are joined by TGYR.
Hello.
Scott.
Is Scott not here?
Motherfucker.
Did we forget Scott?
No, I'm
Oh,
here.
God.
I was muted.
Nice work.
Do you have anything to say, Scott?
I'm here, yay, rocks.
Treebeard.
Spooky, scary rock mutants.
For the
Yes.
first time, Duster.
You don't want a sword, you'll stab your eye out, kid.
And I'm Greg Dog, and yes, welcome back after another long hiatus to one of our favorite shows. We're here to cover the newest episode of Steven Universe,
I've
Nightmare
eaten
Hospital.
my own foot to survive the hiatuses, plural.
It's been too many.
Too
But,
many hiatuses. Too many hiatuses.
Precisely. But before we get to the episode, since we're introducing someone new to the podcast,
Hi.
yes, Duster, why don't you tell us what do you most like about the show and who is your favorite gem?
Okay, so I was initially resistant to this show because I saw the first episode and went, this is bullshit. And then they said, keep going, it gets better. And that's what my friends told me about Homestuck. And that shit didn't improve. Why should I believe now?
Well, I mean, Homestuck is good
Shut
from
your
the
mouth.
start.
We are losing viewers
No,
by the second
Homestuck
right
is good
now.
from the start. It doesn't need to improve. It's just good at
Shut your lying whore mouth.
No, fuck you.
Yeah,
Anyone who tells you
shut
to
your
skip
ham
the
steak
beginning
mouth.
is a jackass, because the beginning sets up everything, and it's great.
It's boring as shit. So I was told by the time you get to episode 7, that's when like the meta plot happens, and then it stops sucking. And so I'm like, all right, fine, I'll give it a shot. By the time I got to episode 7, I'm like, hey, there's a meta plot. It stopped sucking.
Hooray.
So as someone who studies cultures and anthropology and sociology, I definitely love the world building and the culture building in this show. And I also like that we get one fixed character that, like, we're sitting in his head and that's it. No omniscient narrators. We don't know everything. We know as much as this guy does. And I like that kind of storytelling. And I like that we have one solid, I guess I should say, perspective. And, oh god, favorite gem. I don't know, I'm kind of drawn towards, this is going to be the most stereotypical answer ever, I'm kind of drawn towards Lapis just because we don't know all that much about her character, but what we've been shown is very baity and enticing to learn more.
Mm-hmm. Yes, everyone's favorite Tumblr.
I
Kin.
know, Tumblr fucking loves her, and I hate that. And I don't like her because she's oppressed, I like her because I want to find out why that is.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely a very interesting character, and
There's a lot of potential in there, and that's why I like her. I mean, as much as I like our main cast, especially the fact that Estelle nails Garnet so fucking well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Lapis, just to say, like, there's a lot of potential there.
All right. Well,
I've said things.
you have said things, and the audience now knows you better. Huzzah! But, yes, we're now on to the episode Nightmare Hospital, and since TG always makes me go first in the goddamn Gravity Falls podcast, why don't you go first here, buddy?
Wait, no, I started doing that because you did it in this one.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well,
You
as long
can't
as you
throw
keep the
back
game
in.
going, you know,
Script has
just...
been flipped, motherfucker.
No,
Yeah.
it was I flipped the script.
How about you
Now
just
she's
shut your
flipping
whore
it
mouth
back.
and, start talking?
That's awful.
I like how TG's math is the whoriest.
I like how Greg and TG are now bitter enemies, and I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, you
now.
fucked with the wrong Greg Dog. There's only one of us, but
right,
you...
Greg?
Yeah, is there more than one Greg Dog?
I mean, why do you think I'm Greg Dog 08, huh? Didn't think that
are
one
you telling me
through.
there's 7 other Greg Dogs I have to
Yeah,
hate?
those are the defective models.
Jeez.
They actually tell funny puns.
Oh god, can we have one of them instead then?
Nope.
No, can we have them killed?
Well, I already ate them.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, moving on.
Already
TG.
ate them?
Oh. Oh,
That hurt me.
don't
too,
steal my
don't worry.
don't steal my thing, TG. Anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm exiling you both.
Okay. Anyways,
But I didn't do
episode.
anything yet.
Anyways, I liked this episode a whole bunch. Because if you remember my first time on the Rockety Talkety, I said that my favorite part of the show is Steven and Connie, because they're super adorable and I love seeing them do shit together. And this episode is all about them doing shit together, and that's great.
Judging you.
No, fuck you, it's great. And yeah, so I really like seeing them do shit, and this episode is really cool because we get more horrifying rock mutants, which is rad as fuck.
Yeah, Treebeard is squealing in the background because of his body horror love.
So yeah, I liked it a whole bunch, and we got to see Connie actually doing sword shit after starting to train with Pearl. I commented on this during the last Steven Bomb that we hadn't seen Connie at all since the previous Steven Bomb. So I'm glad that she's actually doing stuff. It's cool. It's very cool, good. I like it a lot. And yeah, there's probably shit I'm forgetting, but I'm too dumb to think of it right now.
Alright, your score out of 5, if you will.
Oh, right, score. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Alright, that's pretty good. Scott, why don't you go ahead?
I like the return of the gem mutants. And they did the whole horror hospital stereotype, or I guess trope is the better word, with it, which I thought was pretty cool. Connie's mom is great because she's acting like a, mom, as opposed to other things that's like, oh, you have a sword, that's cool. Be back by dinner, son, daughter or son, whatever.
Daughter, son.
You have to fight evil. Okay, have fun. Just don't break curfew. That kind of thing. That's just unrealistic and just silly. I see that other parents tend to do. They just don't seem to care at all, or they care, but when their kid has to save the world, they don't really give much of a shit.
Yeah, Kim Possible comes to mind as one of those shows where parents really never gave much of a shit. We're like, yeah, okay, you go
And
battle all
again,
those
her
super
entire
villains.
family is fucking psychotic.
That's true. That is true. Well, I mean, not psychotic, but yeah, we're definitely
Her
adventurous.
dad built a death bot in college.
With the
Yeah,
help of
that
Dr.
show is
Draken, there's an influence. Anyways, that's going way
I'm
off
sorry, I'm
topic.
just silently judging you all for watching Kim Possible.
Okay.
I watched like one episode.
That
of
is-
Impossible.
It's
I
a
don't know anything
fantastic
about it.
show.
I can't really think of anything else to add. I give it 4 rocks out of rocks.
4 rocks out of rocks.
Brilliant.
Thank you for that brilliant score.
Duster, you're up next.
What? Oh. I'm gonna be the stick in the mud. I know you missed that. You know what? As a character with Connie, as of yet, I do not give a shit. Like, I'm just gonna state up front that my main draw to this TV series is the culture and the world building for the gems. And while I at least appreciate the human character's role in this story, I just don't give much of a shit about Connie.
So she's basically every fleshy human in a Transformer series ever to you.
Yeah, like, she's there.
I mean, I do feel like later on she will play a much bigger part
Yeah,
because they've
later
been building
on,
her
shit.
up.
I think that's
No,
what this episode is.
I think she plays a huge part already because I think you're kind of missing the focus of the show, because the focus of the show isn't on, hey, there's all this big rock shit coming that's gonna be intense. It's Steven is a part of both of these worlds and has to deal with that, and Connie is the thing holding him to the human side of it. Like, he also has his dad, but Connie is like, man, there's another human who's here to fucking be with Steven. And that's a big fucking
That
deal.
doesn't have to be with Steven because she's not family.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay, phrased like that, I can see her role a lot clearer.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I find her more of an interesting character. I understand her role in this setting, this universe that we have built, if you want to use that word. Insert all your puns now, just get them out.
Wasn't even going to
Get 'em
say
out.
anything, but yeah,
Thank
I was
you,
thinking it.
thank you.
Good job. Good job.
So I'm not going to discount her as like, oh, she's just not important to the plot. She's not important for the original thing. She is. So I guess right now it's, in my opinion, at least for me, too early to cast aspersions. I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. Just stay in that nice middle neutral, not good, not bad. We'll see how this pans out, but for now, it's a little early for me to say that I'm super invested in this character. And yes, I am saying this after, 100 episodes of this show.
All right, Treebeard.
This is kind of an interesting episode for me because there's a lot of things I liked and a few things I'm less than thrilled about. Kind of the whole coming back to Connie's mom and the rule stickler thing is a little bit weird. I'm not sure if it's because you barely see much of Connie and her mom, or if it just feels a little odd that this is a plot point now. We don't really get to see all that much evidence of Connie having to cover her tracks, other than the occasional, like, having to hang up or leave early or something. But, okay. So, the way Connie's mom enforces rules almost borders on insane, but it changes at the end, so I'm more okay with it. Body horror is interesting. Seeing the involuntary fusions shamble about and seeing like human beings actually encounter them is really interesting. Oh yeah, and Dr. Giraud. Apparently that's in here now.
Yeah, I mean, Rebecca Sugar has taken tons of inspiration from anime.
Lots of Dragon Ball references.
I was
Yeah.
kind of wondering throughout the episode because it was originally claimed that they were car accident victims, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Who's
So a
claiming?
car
yeah, who's
crash
claiming
exactly.
that? Did they get like stopped by random people, or is there someone
I don't
actually in the
know.
hospital?
But I also don't know how even a, like, stone-faced medical doctor would look at fucking those and be like, oh, these are people worth treating.
Right. Which makes me think
Like,
it might be an
nobody
inside.
would freak out.
Yeah, it might be
Yeah,
coming from
actually,
inside the
that was
hospital.
kind of that is actually something that kind of bothered me. It does kind of bother me now that I think about it, that Connie's mom doesn't go,
mom not
"Hold
getting
up
it,
a
yeah.
sec, Are these even people?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
how
was
it
watching
takes
this. As
her-
soon as they showed the, like, body horror things, I was like, really? You kind of missed that?
Though, I mean, to be fair, she never completely takes off a sheet. She just takes kind of a look under it and sees kind of like a mess of arms and stuff and probably thought like, oh, yeah. Granted, you think a
And
doctor
even-
would want a better look, especially someone like Connie's mom, but...
I mean, even when the situation became life-threatening, she was still refusing to budge, even at the point that it got, like, really ridiculous for her to refuse. I don't know. We didn't really see enough of Connie's mom up till this point to really have a good look at her or understand her personality. All I've known about her up to this point is that she's really uptight, and at some point in history, this woman apparently had sex. I want to call it a 3 out of 5. I don't hate it, but there's a few things that kind of bother me about it.
Alright, and I guess that just leaves me. So, things I liked about this episode. I liked the body horror coming back again. Again, I'm really curious as to where the hell these things came from, how they actually got inside this hospital, and hopefully that'll be explained down the road. I kind of liked how the relationship between Connie and her mom was displayed, because sometimes in cartoons and just media in general, you'll kind of always see a lot of fun poked at the protective parent, and, you know, they exist. Like, some people have really protective parents, and, you know, they're not villainous for protecting their children, granted, they're shielding them too much, but at the same time, you know, they're trying to do the best thing in their mind for their child. And here, you can definitely tell that Connie's mom is definitely that kind of a parent, and, you know, she definitely wants to see her daughter succeed and do what she wants, but, you know, she's looking out for her interests, and, you know, I really like the end scene where they're just kind of having a moment and just saying, you know, it's okay as long as you're not lying to me and I'm keeping an eye on you and making sure you're okay, and, you know, I just like that as a scene. I thought it was pretty well done. But, yeah, I feel like not too much actually happens in this episode other than that, and yeah, it's I don't know, it's kind of just like an okay episode. Nothing super great ever happens, but there are, you know, some moments that are likable, like I mentioned at the end. Other than that, everything else has already kind of been said, so I'll go with a 3.5 out of 5. And
Oh god, we're doing decimals now, too?
well, you know, I think we did before,
Probably, I don't fucking remember.
which kind of
Actually,
makes...
I just want to touch on a point that you brought up, Greg, which is a lot of cartoons just like to liberally hand out idiot balls to parents.
Right.
And now that you're bringing this up, like, obviously this was my first time sitting in on a podcast analyzing this cartoon. Like, before, I've just been watching it and in between playing Gaia Pokemon. And, it's actually kind of refreshing seeing a cartoon where the parents aren't total fucking morons.
Right.
Have fun saving the world, be back by dinner, go stop that asteroid, honey. Like, it's just nice to see parents acting like human beings.
Right, we have two good parents with two different parenting styles. We have Greg, who's very loose but very loving and is definitely always looking out for Steven, and then you have, you know, Connie's parent, who's uptight, but, again, definitely cares, definitely still a good parent, just a different style. And, yeah, it's
And then
refreshing to see.
and then we have the 3 gem moms.
The stepmoms, yeah. And they're kind of wacky and more played for gags, but at the same time, they do have their good parenting moments, too. Pearl and Garnet especially.
Amethyst is that older sister that gets
Well-
you to do all the things that get you in trouble.
Well, see, I
Pretty
was about
much.
to say, actually, because this might be bias from, like, knowing about the original design stuff, but I always do see the gems more as older sisters than moms, because Rebecca Sugar based all 3 of them on how she acted with her brother, Steven.
Oh.
Yeah, like she said that
Interesting.
all
Never-
3 of the
never heard
gems are
that.
based on her at different times with her brother. Or like sometimes she has to be really caring and protective, but sometimes she just wants to fucking go goof off with him. Like they're all her in relation to Steven. And Steven!
No, we're not going there.
Yes, and Steven is Steven.
Does anybody have anything else to add?
About parents and stupid.
About anything?
I have to add, you guys are all maniacs. This episode is really good. Connie's the best.
I mean, none of us trashed it.
I mean,
our opinions range from meh to it's good.
No, you're crazy. Connie's the best. We can't
My
be
problem
friends
wasn't
anymore
if
because
Con-
you don't like.
If you want to see
something
us
I
get
like.
mad at shit, wait for MLP to come back.
Just-
Hopefully
Yeah, if
not.
everyone's been thinking, wow, Duster and Treebeard have been pretty generous with reviews. That's because My Little Pony isn't back yet.
Mhm. All right.
You guys don't like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
let's-
I
we're
like.
done. Let's
so
end
fuck
this
you guys.
thing.
All right, but yeah, I guess we'll move on to our brief plugging and pimping for all our people that are just sub for our Steven Universe stuff. Yeah, if you don't know, we cover a lot of different cartoons, and
Pony interviews.
yeah, we have My Little Pony interviews coming up from Equestria LA. Some of them are already out, and I think I'm going to try to have this out tomorrow, or at least TG, I'm going to ask you to try to have this out tomorrow. Pretty please.
When are you gonna throw it up on the drive so I can edit
Tonight.
it? Okay, I could probably edit it during the night.
But yeah, anyway, if you're really into My Little Pony and you want to see how the creators do their things, and we also
Or
have
the sound of thousands of people in a bar.
right,
Actually,
yeah, that too.
If you're a fan of My Little Pony, you've probably seen our pony stuff, so you know we've been putting these interviews up.
Right, but yeah, we had Tina Guo and William Anderson, who are really, really talented musicians and composer, or a musician and a composer, and Bonnie Zachary, creator of MLP. Got M.A. Larson.
Not the show, the entire
Franchise.
franchise.
Yeah, the original toys that started it all.
The main six of back way when.
Mm-hmm. We have Larson. Nothing else needs to be said. We have the always pleasant to talk to GM Barrow, and we also had Amy Keating-Rogers, who's also a very talented writer. So,
Amy Ketten Rugers.
yeah.
And now that I've heard how cool she is, I'm sad that I missed that interview.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely check those out. And on the note of ponies, we are now a part of the Ponyville Live Network. Hooray!
Yay!
Thanks to
Whoa.
as a byproduct of the shitty EQLA convention, we actually got to meet the Ponyville Live guys through Horse News, and yeah, they were very nice and offered us a spot on their website, which we're super appreciative of. And yeah, so from now on, you can find our My Little Pony content there, and should be pretty rad. Someone pimp out Gravity Falls.
Okay, we also have the Mystery Cast. That's what we call it, right? I forgot already.
No,
Yeah,
I
you're
just
correct.
remembered. I
Good to
realized
know
that
since
one
you
I already
host it,
forgot.
asshole.
Oh, no. But no, my brain farted and I forgot for a second. But yeah, we have the Mystery Cast. It's super cool. We do lots of really silly stuff on there, but it's a good time. So check it out if you want to hear us gushing over something, because that's pretty much what we do on that show.
To the point that it almost annoys me that I don't have anything to hate.
Tuber, it's like, I can't give criticism. They're doing everything too well. There's
Don't
nothing I
worry.
can say to improve it.
Be happy. But
I
yeah.
don't want to be happy.
In addition to the mystery cast, we also have me dressing up like a 13-year-old
Yeah,
boy and
we
doing
also
my
have
Dipper
the
reacts.
So far we
Yeah.
have the Reacta, because it's just Greg.
People seem to like that a lot, so I'll keep doing them.
And
Yay.
maybe if I ever get off my ass and fix up everything, because I know the wig is thrashed as shit, there may be a Mabel to add to this.
There will definitely be a
Mhm.
Grunkle stand for the next one. There was some shitty sound stuff that happened with this one, so I couldn't do it, but next
Shit.
time.
Next time, I guess I'll do the John Cena.
Oh my
What?
god.
I mean, you'd be the most stone-faced reactor ever. I mean, you're just like, wow, that man has a serious expression. It hardly ever changes. Oh wait.
Well, I mean, no, but he's kawaii. He's super.
Oh, Sugoi Cena!
At first it
Mhm.
seems like that would be really out of place, but knowing Gravity Falls, it's really not.
Oh my god.
John Cena.
Dipper's Guide to the Unexplained number whatever. John Cena.
You can't see him, or can you?
Da, da, da,
No,
da.
it's Kawaii Cena.
Oh my goodness. Trying to think what else.
I'm going to watch an anime called Bikini Warriors.
What the
I have
fuck
no
is
idea
that?
what to expect other
How
than the
did you
title.
even find out
Yeah,
this
why?
existed? I've never heard of this.
And why are
I saw it on the sidebar at Watch Cartoons Online. And I'm like, the fuck is this?
My
Why are
goodness.
I involved in watching something called Bikini Warriors?
I don't know. Do you want to watch it with me?
Hell yeah, I want to watch Bikini Warriors.
All right, we're gonna watch Bikini Warriors.
That's a thing. Also, you'll be dressing up as Steven for a
Yes,
react,
that's
I
right.
believe.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a Steven Universe react as Steven! Except not with the voice stuff.
So yeah, you can expect
Maybe with the
that.
voice. I'm not sure how long I'd be able to keep it up.
So when are we gonna have someone dress up as a pony for a My Little Pony react?
I mean, Duster does that at
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, I'm the token daring do of the group. And actually, I do have my AJ cosplay somewhere around. Like, I still have that.
Oh man, you know what cosplay I want to do at some point? Apple Cash.
Oh my god.
Only,
Applejack tail and wig and go as Johnny Cash.
only if I could do one of the main six as a member of KISS.
Oh my god.
Will you
said
actually
anything about
paint your
stopping?
face?
If I were committed enough.
Oh my god, please.
I go with,
Wait,
like,
how would it
no.
be Kiss if you didn't paint your face?
Juggalo Rarity. Juggalo Rarity is the next one.
So are we just gonna make ponies into musicians and cosplay as them? Can I make one of them into Tom DeLonge?
I
I don't know how I would do that. Like, that doesn't really seem like it would take very much. But,
God.
you know.
God, we're silly people.
I'll be like-
Yeah, Rarity is ICT.
that's what we keep telling the people we interview. We are silly, terrifying people.
Yeah.
Fucking fashion, how does it work?
This is
1 second, I should tweet Tabitha St. Germain and be like, if Rarity could be any over-the-top 80s glam rock artist, who would she be?
I would go for any just musician or any like rock band in general.
Rarity and Twisted Sister.
Oh my god.
Is
All
I
she
feel
right.
like this podcast has gotten away
Yeah.
from us.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
let's end this thing. Let's
All
end this
right, all right. Last but not least.
We're not gonna take it.
Or-
No, we're not gonna take it.
Well, I guess not last, but we have season 1 My Little Pony retrospective that'll be coming soon. We also have Monster Hunter 69.
Oh,
That
yeah,
should
I should
also
talk
be
about
coming
Monster Hunter
soon.
On the After
69
Dark
again,
channel.
at least.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter 69, episode
You didn't know we had one, did you?
2, 3, I lost count, is still in editing. I'm working on a review of Honey Pop, which I need to keep on working on Honey Pop. And there'll also be a review of Come On Bukkake Ranch, and yes, come is spelled exactly the way you would think it is.
Yay, bad puns.
Oh my god, it's not even, it's in a world all of its own. So the After Dark channel should get a little bit more content. I'm just starting up on like a ton of shit, which you may see in the future, with like convention-y stuff, crossing fingers. Trying to break the record as the largest badge holder at a single Brony convention ever.
All the badges
Alrighty.
belong to
That's
us.
it, all done.
All right. So,
It's done.
thank thank you for joining us for this wonderful edition of Rock Talk. Does anyone have any idea when the next episode is?
Nope. Aren't they doing a regular schedule? I think it's next week.
It'd be really nice if that was the
We'll
case.
find
I'm
out.
really sick of hiatuses. But,
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully we don't have another 2-month long hiatus. Or, yeah, that seems like it was that long. But,
Off my other foot.
all right. So thank you for joining us, guys. We'll see you around. Remember, rock on.